Hello guys, welcome to a great match of StarCraft 2. This is the first out of 5. Here we have none other than herO, also known as the Smile Assassin from Korea, versus Maru, also from Korea, also known as the Marine Prince or the Fourth Race. These are some of the best players Korea can offer, and this is the first game out of 5. So let's watch it together, like usual. This is the first time for me as well. Here we have a supply depot for Maru, standard opening, while for herO we have a pylon and a gateway. Interesting thing that I read about herO, he has a dog. Guess what he called him? Star, because he says StarCraft is a big part of his life. And for Maru, there are a lot of interesting things. He's also known as one of the fourth horsemen of Terran, alongside Innovation, TI, and Beyond. Beyond we also covered in our channel. He's the only player to win 5 GLS, Global StarCraft 2 leagues. And along with Rogue and Serral, he's a millionaire just by playing this awesome game. He has the skill and he's playing for a long time, since 2010, while herO from 2012. herO is amazing. He's going to be a challenge for Maru. Now, so far started opening, and what do we have here? herO is trying to acquire the gold base. Nice, I like it. He's greedy in a good way. In the meantime, we have the cybernetic core, the gateway, and probably we're going to see a little bit of harassment just to keep Maru attention away from the hidden base. When you see minerals, yellow minerals, they are more productive, so we are going to give an extra mineral income for herO. In the meantime, we have the probe that is just going around. The Naga Tower provides vision, and these maps are excellent for a long game. Usually the players are taking each side of their part, so probably Maru is going to take this part of the map on the right, and herO is going to take the left part of the map, and the gold base is going to be like in the middle. Standard opening so far. We have the wall off. Here we have the factory and the stat port, so nothing unusual. These players respect each other. The command center for safe measure was built on the high ground. Nice thing about Terran structures, they can fly, literally. And now here we have the Reaper. The Reaper barely alive, trying to find as much information as possible. This is what the players are seeing. This is their map vision. As you can see, Maru has no idea that Maru has the second base. Luckily for us, we can see everything, so it's easy for us to see where the action is going to happen. Already a Cyclone. Cyclones are very good. They have an ability called Target Lock, and is doing exactly what the ability is saying. Also, it can be easily repaired by the workers. And the Cyclone is going to the opposite direction, trying to see what he can harass. Now we have the Twilight Council researching Blink. The Adept is coming home, and the Cyclone is used for scouting. This base is saturated, 12 out of 12. Here we have a shield battery for safe measure, another pylon probably. And this is what it's all about, to be a pro player. Like Maru has like a sixth sense. He senses something is off. When you don't see the second nexus, you start to realize that some shenanigans are happening. Already we have a stalker here for good measure, and 2 other stalkers. But here we also have a barracks, and nothing the stalkers can do. One of them is in low health, and they just wait now for the shield to recover. Gas is extremely important for Protoss. Protoss is a race that heavily depend on gas income in order to create a better economy. And what do we have here for stalkers? They have the ability to blink, and they use this ability in order to go using the back door. But now the Terran Banshee was able to use the invisibility cloak. So there are so many options, so many counterattacks, units that are better against other units, and you always find a unit that is better than yours. But it's also about the skill of the player. In terms of workers, 42 for Maru, 40 for herO. Army size, Maru has a bigger army, but sometimes the numbers are deceiving because the Terran have a lot of army in Marines, while Protoss units are more beefy. They can resist more damage. I always wonder how an SUV can repair a flying unit. It has like long hands. 3 stalkers. Already this expansion pays for itself. 4 stalkers trying to see what they can do, but nothing. With a tank, with a bunker full of marines. Yeah, Maru is called the Marine Prince, but you need to respect. And Dark Templars. Are they going to be morphed into Archons? Let's see. No? Not yet, at least. The Banshee is still making sure the back door is safe. And here we have, for good measure, a Marine. The Stalker had to go away. The cloak ability for the Banshee is not immortal, like it's on energy based. After a while it is revealed. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stalkers trying to do some damage. Immediately the SUVs were pulled to repair and the tank was put in siege mode a little bit closer to the action. And while this is happening, Maru is allowing herO to develop his economy. An immortal, 3 centuries. Centuries can literally create a wall off immediately with shields. And a third base for Maru. 2 Widow Mines for safe measure and the missile turret. Missile turrets are very good because they can detect cloaked units. A lot of mules. They add extra income, as you can see. Around 3,000 minerals for Maru and 2,500 for herO, despite the fact that he has the golden base. I'm puzzled a little bit why Maru is not trying to contest the gold base. Ravens, we do not see them very often. Ravens are very good because they can reveal, and instead of scanning, that energy is way better used for mule drops. Bio heavy, as usual. This creates a lot of flexibility, and now we have 2 medivacs ready to heal the units that are in low health. Now herO is going to see the sentry, how we are able to block the marine bio, creating a tunnel. Now Maru has to go back. There are too many Protoss units. 2 Immortals already. The Banshee is doing a lot of damage, 3 kills so far. And these are called auto turrets. They are temporary, but they are very efficient. The Cyclone, 4 kills so far. The Raven 2, and while this was happening, we had a counterattack. This is what Pro players likes to do. attack and counter-attack. And this golden base is almost depleted. Scanning to see exactly where the army is. And also now we have 2 Colossus. They are very good because create splash damage, and what you just saw was the ability that the Terran has. So basically negates the Raven negates the ability of the Colossus to shoot at a distance. Excellent engagement. Terms of army, Maru has an advantage. Still has an advantage. Terms of worker as well. And while this battle is happening, herO make sure to have another Nexus. These are very good units, very expensive for Colossus. And Zealots trying a run by. How many kills? 1 kill, 2 kills for the Widow Mines. So this is excellent, but it needs more like units to take some of the damage instead of the Colossus. 1 already dead, 2 in low health. A planetary fortress, so 4 bases for the Terran versus 4 for the Protoss. Another small engagement. Here is the place of origin for all the Protoss units. That hidden pylon. And now we have Vikings. Vikings are very good when it deals with Colossus, and what you just saw was another ability to deplete the shields of the Protoss units. Widow Mines everywhere. We also give a vision of the map. And that probe is dead. Dark Templars harassing. They're like partisans behind enemy lines, trying to do damage. And now finally Maru realized that, hey, where did these units come from? We have all the units here, Disruptors, Immortals, Colossus. What I would like to see some air units, just for the show. APM, 500, 200. At this level you cannot have less, you need to have even more. And the Protoss is here. Enemy at the gates. This is something from history, when Rome was attacked by the Carthaginians. Enemy at the gates. We are so afraid of Hannibal. A lot of Zealots because of the extra income minerals that the Protoss had. And now we have us around with Disruptors. If Disruptor shots can reach the middle of the Terran bio, all of them are dead. Dark Templar has the ability to jump. Another 2 Disruptor shots. Back and forth, back and forth. The medic vacs are very important because they can regenerate health. They act like mobile doctors. Non-stop action. When 2 Dark Templars unite, they create an Archon, which are very beefy units. A lot of workers are here, juicy workers, 70, 70, 69 for Maru. So Maru survives this attack. And the planetary fortress, already 4 kills. The ghosts were able to kill the Protoss unit shield. We have an ability called APM. Now something that you don't see, a planetary fortress shooting a warp gate. Structures fighting structures. Who is going to win? Well, the planetary fortress. The gateway cannot shoot back. They pass each other. Yeah, herO is trying to deny that mineral line. Is he going to successfully destroy the planetary fortress? Yes, but the price is too high. Like literally has to kill and to recall all his army. In terms of army, 42 for herO, 140 for Maru. And for Maru now it's a good time to attack. While this was happening, a small counterattack, a delay counterattack with zealots. And now Maru on the offense. Is he going to successfully? Oh no, it's a drop. So when you have medivacs, you can put all your units and just drop your opponent. And this is exactly what is happening. Despite a small counterattack, now herO finds himself in a tough position. What can you do? And Maru, with a brilliant drop, won the game. Thank you for watching, and let's see game number 2. Subscribe. Hello dear friends, my name is Keanu. Welcome back for another game of StarCraft 2 between two of the best players from Korea. We have here none other than herO versus the legend, the man himself, Maru. Maru, also known as the Marine Prince, versus the Silent Assassin. This is the game number 2 and let's see it together. As usual, it's the first time for me, and a probe is going into the opposite direction, nothing new here. And an SUV. Are they going to meet? Are they going to fight? No. The SUV is just here making sure no shenanigans are happening. This is going to be a long match. Grab your popcorn and let's see it together. What? So easy was discovered? This was the most epic failed cheese ever. It took only 20 seconds for herO to find it. This is what being a pro StarCraft player is. And now we have the worker, the SUV, the Terran SUV versus the probe. Who is going to win? Epic match. Epic match is going to come ASAP. In the meantime, we just see like bronze league fights. Usually a probe is able to kill an SUV, but both players are too good for this to allow to happen. And while this is happening, another cheese engineering bay denying the second base for the Protoss. So herO is up to naughty things, but any delay here means lost mineral time, lost income, fewer units. And is the probe going to survive? Only 1 health. Go home. Nope. Now it's herO's time to, maybe, I don't know, put a pylon somehow. No, he's just keeping the probe for safe measure. Here we have a pylon, a chrono boost of an adept, and the adept is probably going to the base. But herO smells something is unusual, and finally the probe is dead. Now we have the Reaper that is going to the opposite corner of the map, trying to scout. And the adept from the opposite direction. Now the Reaper is keeping track of the Adept, and the Adept was faster. But we have another Reaper here, and the Hellion. This is the problem when you have Adepts going to your base. You don't know where you should be. 2 Adepts now. Small skirmishes at the beginning of the game. Let's enjoy them together. And they disappeared. And reappeared into Maru's second base. If we are able to kill the worker, then we are going basically to stop the production of the command center. And success. Well done, herO. This is why you are the hero of the Protoss race. But don't ever underestimate a prince, especially a Marine prince. While this is happening, we have a Twilight Council. This is good for upgrades. And the command center is almost finished. So far herO has an advantage. Let's see if he's going to be able to capitalize on it. 3 Stalkers, no bad. Not bad at all. The Cyclone is the hero. This Stalker is almost dead. And the command center is going to be updated into an orbital. Now the situation, I would not like to be Maru. If it would be me, obviously GG by now. This tank is what is keeping the Terran alive. And he respects it. But while he is doing a little bit of pressure, he acquired another Nexus. And finally Maru is able to land his command center and start transforming it into an orbital. Guys, you are supposed to harass more. Non-stop action. It's going to happen. 25 minutes of it. So now is the moment to grab a popcorn, something to drink. For the next 20 minutes, we are going to see it together. Maru tried the Marine drop, but changed his mind, realizing it's futile. Probably thinking maybe there's going to be an attack. So for safe measure, he has a bunker and 2 supply depots, like to funnel all the enemies into one place. Now the siege tank is put on the low ground. And we also have a Raven. Ravens are very good. They have several abilities. One of them that I like is that it can prevent a Dark Temple. Acts like a portable scanning. Not using your orbital command scanning. We are very good players. We anticipate each other. It's a game of knowing what your opponent is doing. Trying to be in your opponent's head. The SUV is repairing. This is the ability that the Terran mech units have. Any SUV can repair, while for the bio, you have the ability to use the medivacs. The Dark Templar in the shadows, trying to kill an SUV probably, but it's just looking around. This is not a Phoenix, this is just an illusion. Another ability of the Protoss race. This is what herO can see, this is what Maru can see. And the Dark Templar is dead. While this is happening, this is an oversaturated Nexus, the third one. The second one is fully saturated, but why not the Vespian geyser? herO overlooked it. Obviously it's easy for us to judge, we see everything. Another illusion. Another Dark Templar. The illusion was used for the Dark Templar to be able to jump over the cliff. And any damage? 2 Marines, not enough for the investment. We are not cheap. Protoss units requires a lot of Vespian gas. And now we have a Worm Prism full of Zealots ready for a counterattack into the mineral lines, waiting for the right moment. You see how herO is splitting his units. While Zealots are going to attack in one direction, the War Prism is going to attack in another direction. 1-2 punches, 1-2 punches. This is how you do it. And while this is happening, acquiring a 4th Nexus. And herO already had a feeling that this is going to happen and scanned it. So he knows exactly what his opponent next move is going to be. Another scan revealing the 3rd base, just to make sure. The tank was brought next to the future 3rd base for the Terran. Widow mines here, a siege tank. And these Zealots are searching for the SUVs. Can they do any damage? Real damage? No. In terms of army size, they are pretty equal. In terms of workers, herO has definitely an advantage. 75 versus 56. While Maru's army is a little bit bigger. But Protoss have better units. And 2 upgrades in the same time. 2 forges working. That's excellent news for herO. herO of the Protoss. How do they say in Batman? Not the herO they deserve, but the herO they have. Now these rocks are being destroyed to create another path of avenue. And this funneling is forcing Protoss units to be more careful. You cannot go over here. Who knows, maybe a concave siege tank is waiting for you. And while he's pretending to attack, he acquires another Nexus. I have a feeling that herO believes he's a Zerg. This is how he's expanding. And because Maru is not here, he was able to destroy these rocks and also bring to the battle 2 Colossus. These are higher tier units that can do a lot of splash damage. But they need Zealots in front to soak some of the damage. Excellent detonation from the Widow mines. We also have Ghosts. Ghosts have an ability called Sniping. And also they can destroy all the shields of the Protoss units with one single EMP. More Protoss units are being brought to the front line. Now we have a good mix. We have an Immortal for good measure. We have some Sentry. Sentry are very good. They can block opponent and also create force shield for protection. And Stalkers are good because they can shoot at a distance. Also protect against air units that are bound to come in order to deal with the Colossus. Terran prefer Vikings in order to deal with them. And a Disruptor ball can destroy whole human armies. The Terran has no chance against them. But here we have the siege tanks aerial edition into the form of 2 Liberators. If you go into these circles, you are going to find destruction. Who is going to attack first? The armies are pretty equal. So not a very good engagement for herO. Now the discrepancy in terms of army is not helping. He tries another angle of attack. But look how Maru is always constantly in the right place at the right moment. This is why he's also called as the fourth race. It's a league on his own. And here we have a sensor tower, just for good measure, to see exactly where the Protoss army is. Here's the concave. Is herO going to be able to break this defense? Not likely, not immediately. 5 Colossus, not bad at all. And both players are almost maxed out. Now it's also a game about resources. Once you get maxed out, you need to have a bank. The bigger the bank, the better. That means you can rebuild another army after you lose the initial army. And you see the difference immediately. So that was a very good engagement. But for Maru, not for herO. And it's attacking, but guess what? Another Nexus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Nexus for the Protoss player, for herO, and 1, 2, 3, 4 orbital command centers for the Terran. This is the income for both players, pretty equal right now. This is the value of their army, also pretty equal, favoring Maru a little bit. Here we have another command center. Maybe to be sent to create another base, or just for defense. Planetary fortress, and I cannot believe this herO is actually trying to take Maru's base. If he's going to be able to do this, he's going to starve Maru if herO is able to take this base in the bottom right corner. Now a lot of stalkers are being sent in this direction to help with the main force, making a path of avenues not to be blocked by the Terran, making sure reinforcements are going to reach easily. Excellent APM. So you see their shields are regenerating, but very slowly. And while this is happening, we see a totally different herO from the previous match. Very cool laser beams. The observer was destroyed, so the ghost can go unchecked. Yeah, they need to go back. Their banks are pretty similar. Here only have a little bit more, but not substantially. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases. Rarely can I see something like this. Who is going to win? We are going to find it together. And finally, Maru realized where is the base and sent a squad to destroy it. But a recall saved the day. You have to respect the recall. Now herO has clearly an advantage, and Maru is stuck and running out of minerals. The main base is empty, the second base is empty, the third base has more minerals but not that much, and this one is also empty. So is herO going to be able to break Maru? Probably. 4 colossus left. Both players are upgrading, and now we saw another ability of the Raven that temporarily disable the Protoss. Liberators are immobile once we are in their like siege mode. They are put where there is a choke point and most likely the avenue of attack. And look at these planetary forces, planets, centers, how they are able to soak so much damage. And while this is happening, this cheeky base was destroyed. But what is the price to be paid? Is this bio or a ghost was killed? Still pretty equal, but the bank of herO is bigger. More nexus, more mineral lines. These tanks are being killed. Epic battle. And the SUV almost going to the front line. Maru is trying to acquire his. Usually when you have a match like this, you have a split map scenario. But herO is too greedy. This is a good engagement. Excellent engagement for Maru with a great concave. herO overstay his welcome. And now Maru is able to acquire this space. A nuclear. Wow. Let's see if he's going to land. And yes. It was more a preemptive strike. He didn't achieve anything except making herO back up. And while this is happening, the command center is going to be transformed into a fortress. But herO is too good for this. In the process, the command center is destroyed, 400 minerals wasted, and a couple of workers. Obviously, it's easy for us to say, hey, go on the left, go on the right. This space needs to be destroyed ASAP by Maru in order to have any chance. In terms of army, they're almost the same size, 125 versus 124. And the Protoss ball is attacking again being repelled. Tanks are killed. The sensor tower wasn't finished. And the counterattack while this was happening. Now Maru has only 51 workers versus 75. So herO is leading this game so far. And this orbital command is like that. Yes. You need to constantly pay attention to the map. we need to rewind to see it again. So here was yeah, let's see. Is there any damage? What? herO, go! Only a pylon. While this is happening, this planetary fortress is in big danger and is destroyed. I don't see how Maru can come back from this. If he's going to lose this base, game over. Now a huge attack in the main base with Dark Templars. More like a distraction. Because while this is happening, the new acquired base is attacked. A lot of structures are being destroyed. These are production structures. Action everywhere. In the main base, in the new acquired base. Yeah, he landed the Vikings. But it's very hard for Maru to be in two places in the same time. This base is destroyed, so he's running out of minerals. The smiling assassin, is he going to beat the Marine Prince? Epic game. Let's enjoy it. 170 versus 127. It's never a good sign. And herO is relentless. I think by now Maru realizes he has zero chances. Because this base is unopposed for so long, he's going to run out of minerals. Look at his income. Not even a match. But you never know. Hope dies last. Another attack of the Protoss. And these are the real heroes. The Dark Templars. And herO, definitely by far the winner of this match. Thank you for watching. Keanu here. Over. Remember to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Welcome back for the third match between another than herO representing Protoss versus Maru representing the Terran. We had two intensive first matches. Now let's see the third match of this epic battle. We are going to have 5 matches in total. Who is going to win? Like usually, you are going to find out together with me. My name is Keanu and I'm glad to be here with you. Standard opening so far with a gateway. So apparently both players respect each other. We don't try some shenanigans. And for the Terran we have a wall off with a command center and a supply depot. And while this action is going to get started, I want to have a special thank you for Juanes de la Cruz. His comment inspired me and motivated me, and also to other people that joined my channel, Robert Bentinelli, Lucas and Andrew, and so many more that are going to come. I want to tell you that if you subscribe, I'm going to do my best to mention you in my videos. It's very important at the beginning in order for YouTube algorithm to take this game and my videos seriously, for YouTube to see that actually people are subscribing. So thank you very much. In the meantime, we have a standard opening with a Reaper that is going to go and try his best to be annoying. And for the Protoss we have the Cybernetic Core. Probably we are going to see after this Zealot more higher tier units, some Stalkers, and non-stop action. Now the Zealot is going, trying to see what he can find out. Scouting is very important. This is what the players see so far, so not that much. So this is why scouting it's a major important issue at the beginning of the game. Luckily for us, we can see everything. And here we have the second Nexus. herO is trying to be a Zerg. He's a Zerg in disguise, a sleeper agent. And while this is happening, the command center for the Terran is also started. It's going to be a Rush who is going to have more resources and a better army. In the meantime, we have an Adept and a Zealot. Are they going to achieve anything? Not likely. Yeah, we already have a Hellion in place. But the wall-off was breached. Enemy at the gates. Like they said when Hannibal was able to defeat the Roman army trying to threaten Rome itself. But this push is going to be solved. 2 Marines, a Hellion already. Yeah, nothing major happened. In terms of income, we are pretty much similar. Maybe a little bit of an advantage for Maru, but not that substantial. It helps the fact that you have the mule that can add extra income. And now herO is very serious about his pushes, trying his best to be annoying. The Stalker and the Adept is just trying to prevent as much as possible the Terran to do any moves without him finding out. And while this is happening, we have here a healthy base. The first one is saturated. This Vespian geyser is not exploited. In terms of workers, herO has an advantage. Obviously the Protoss can Chrono Boost. And now let's see it back what happened. So we have more Stalkers. 5 in total, not bad at all. Is the defense of the Terran going to hold? No. Maru realized and pulled the SUVs. Soak some of the damage. More units are in production, but it takes time. He had to hold. Yeah, he is able. No, reinforcements are coming. Interesting. Is Maru going to lose? To an early rush? Not likely, we all saw that. It's like 15 minutes of action. So, excellent idea. herO is actually acting like a Zerg. But now you have to respect the siege tank. The siege tank with his range, the fact that he's on a higher ground, you have to respect it. With Spyron it's extremely important, allows Protoss units to be teleported in the proximity of the Terran base, and while herO pretended that he's on the verge of total attack, he built another Nexus. I told you herO is greedy. Only now the second orbital command is being added, while herO had the second base for a while now. So very greedy of him. Is Terran going to be able to come back from this? Already a Raven, expecting maybe some Archon play. Also Ravens are very good to complement other units. A bunch of Marines, but not too many Medivacs. You need Medivacs in order to keep them healthy. And a good supply of army for herO. In terms of army and workers, he has way more than Maru. 77 in total versus 69. Now it's 20 supply. These 2 adepts, just making sure to know if the Terran is going to make a push. Shading in different directions. An observer for good measure. Observers are invisible units. Even if you destroy it, you have to use a scan. But in this case, a Raven is sufficient. See exactly what the hero is seeing.
SCV ready.
Ah, the war prism. Is going to try to push into the main base. So both players respect each other. They do not. Maru is too scared to engage. So far. But he has to do something now. He realizes, scanning, that he's in deep trouble. When your opponent is one base ahead, it's never a good sign. With Marines are just patrolling, and now a medivac dropped finally. But while Maru is trying a drop, guess what? Same thing, hero is preparing. Just looking for an opportunity. This SUV scouting. Now the Terran units are going on the attack to create a diversion for 2 medivacs. Hero is sending some stalkers. And the mine killed one. Excellent detonation for the mine. It's always a good trade. And the medivacs are rushing into the main base, trying to kill as many workers as possible. We have 2 widow mines as well, but already a recall. So nothing substantial was able Maru to do here. 2 Archons, 2 Immortals, and the rest of the Terran units that are going back home. Excellent detonation, again with widow mines. Baiting the Protoss into a chase. These tanks are in danger. So in terms of army, hero has an advantage. We also had a drop here, the main base. Let's see it again. Very good war prism. Harassing. Immediately morphing into Archon. Inside the Terran base. Hero, you are the hero of the Protoss. Trying to pull this off against none other than the Marine King. And this army over here is not doing anything, just threatening. Excellent economic advantage. So this base is almost done, no minerals. You have 42 workers for Maru, but not actually an income. Except this base that is running low. And while this is happening, hero is taken the 4th base. So the magic of StarCraft is the fact that you have to be good at everything. Now hero is out macroing Maru by far. And the rule in StarCraft is, if you are ahead, just be more ahead. If you have an advantage, increase your advantage. Because if the armies are not that different in size, you are more likely to find yourself in a situation where you think on paper that you are having an advantage, you lose a battle, and you find yourself counterattacked and destroyed. So let's see this widow mines. Excellent detonation. But we are talking about beefy units. Splash damage everywhere, Archons in front to soak some of the damage. The real hero was this tank. 5 kills and a lot of splash damage. Excellent engagement. A Colossus, a fake one, just to distract the Terran units. Terran likes to attack higher tier units. So this was just an illusion, and while this was happening, another base. Come on, hero, stop it. Hero, I repeat, you are not a Zerg, you are a Protoss. And Maru is literally starved. So you have 23 for a 16 workers base. Yeah, you can keep alive a little bit the dream, but literally you are 3 bases. One without minerals. I don't see how he is going to pull off. But as usually, I'm still in doubt who is going to win. We are talking about one of the best Terrans there can be, with a lot of experience. Maru is playing since 2010. That's a long time ago. Is this a fake drop? Or he's actually going to commit to a base race? A lot of splash damage. The bio units are affected. Yeah, this is an all-in. He brought the workers as well. He realized he has to do something now. Otherwise it's going to be too late. Is Maru push going to work? With 4 ghosts in the mix, a lot of MPM. Is he going to do a miracle? Is he going to succeed? Oh my god. Now herO has to pull the drones. Is this the end of herO? I thought for sure herO is going to win. No way. In terms of army, there is not that a big difference, only in terms of workers. The Suito mines are excellent. But each time you see a disruptor launching the ball of destruction, the Terran has to go back. Oh, that was epic detonation. Another ghost. That was painful. Maru had to respect this and resigned. Congratulations herO for a wonderful victory. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Hello beautiful people! Welcome back for another match of StarCraft 2 between none other than Maru, also known as the Marine Prince, versus herO, the Smiling Assassin. We had 3 intensive matches, this is the 4th as usual. My name is Keanu and we are going to find out together who is going to win this match of StarCraft 2. This is going to be epic. These are 2 of the best Korean players and considered by many Maru the best Terran and herO the best Protoss. Standard opening so far. Protoss usually have a chrono boost to have as many workers as possible, to have an advantage. Also a gateway is ready, while the Terran is building a wall off with the supply depot and the barracks. In the meantime, let's see what we are capable of. I don't know if you know this, but Maru is the only player to win 5 GSL, that means Global StarCraft 2 leagues, in 1 year. So he's one of the best, if not the best, along with Rogue and herO. He won more than $1 million in earning. And don't get me wrong, maybe herO didn't win so much, but he's pretty close as well. He's in love with this game. I read that he wouldn't name his dog Star after StarCraft 2 because he said it's a big part of his life. And in my opinion, they are the modern gladiators of the mine, so chess is overrated. This is way more intensive. Think about this: chess. A computer was easy in beating any chess champion, Kasparov, like 20 years ago. For games, for RTS games like this, computers still are facing a lot of challenges. Now we have the SUV trying to explore, to see the base. find out if everything is in order. At this level, anything can be useful. The Reaper is going to try to harass the mineral line. As you already saw, the video is almost like 10 minutes long. So probably you are going to see an intensive fight that is going to decide who is going to win. Because at this level, if you figure it out that your opponent has a big advantage, you are like in no position to challenge. It's not like playing against me. When even if I have an advantage, you can still beat me as an amateur. And the Reaper, did he manage to do something? Nothing, just to harass. And look how the Adept is shading, negating the Reaper's advantage. So 0 kills so far, despite his best efforts. And is the Reaper going to reap? No. The Adept was better. So Adept 1, Reaper 0. This is a standard opening for both of the players. Reapers are very good at scouting, and so do Adepts. Probably herO is going to send his Adepts into the opposite side. And now we have another command center. So while the Terran is still working on the command center, as you can see, here already have a lot of workers, 10 in total in his second Nexus, while the first one is fully saturated, both gas and this is interesting. We are going to see void rays. What is going to happen? A widow mine strategically placed in case you are trying to do some shenanigans. This is very hard to spot. And the pylon in the proximity. So herO is getting ready for a push, early push probably. Pylons are very good because you can warp reinforcement very easily. And now we have the void rate plus 2 Adept. What is this going to achieve? Let's see together. Another widow mine? No, that previous widow mine. And now we have 2 Phoenixes. Oh, excellent splash damage and excellent defense from Maru. So Maru, realizing what is happening, that widow mine was amazing. Was able to destroy the void rays. And well done, Maru. So this push that was attempted was denied completely. But while this was happening, guess what? herO, it's actually a Zerg in disguise. I told you, it's a sleeper agent. These 2 Phoenixes, nothing they can do. Another excellent detonation, so this widow mine is a herO. Destroying much of the void rays and the Phoenix. So it paid for itself with extra. And now the SUVs are repairing the Cyclone. And also the Viking. It's way cheaper to repair it, but that means less time for mining. So herO is trying to out macro Maru. But this is going to be enough? I don't know. In terms of army, Maru already has 36 versus 8, which is not a good position. Excellent. Cyclone. While in terms of workers, herO has more. So it's a tough competition, hard to say. Now the mules were dropped to supplement the income. And with Phoenix, just go home. It's nothing that you can do. Nothing. You need more bodies. A Phoenix by itself is not that efficient. And it's dead. Killed by the Viking. So is Maru going to try a push? Yes. Look at them go. Go, boys. So Maru is confident enough to start attacking. This is going to be the final minutes for herO. Is herO going to be able to defend? or was he too greedy? 65 versus 26. My money is on Maru. We have an Archon, 2 of them, 3 Centuries, a couple of Zealots. I don't think it's enough. Luckily the shield battery overcharge was activated. The Widow Mines, excellent splash damage. Is Maru able to kill? Yeah, it's never a good sign when you have to pull the drones. Wow. Just wow. So Maru really tries to have a quick comeback after previous match. Another excellent attack of Maru. This base is negated. So what's keeping Maru from going back? Nothing. He has more units. Soon probably more are going to come. Is Maru going home? Obviously it's easy for us to judge, we see everything. Is this going to achieve something? 3 Archons, not bad. These are very beefy units that can do a lot of damage. But Maru has too many units. Let's just enjoy it. 1 Archon to kill them all. We also have the interference matrix. And now you have only 1 sentry. So herO probably realized by now that his situation is dire, to say the least. Critical. And as I predicted, Maru won decisively with excellent engagement. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you Alexander, our newest member of our community. Welcome for joining my channel. My name is Keanu. Have a lovely night everyone. Goodbye. Hello everyone, my name is Keanu. Welcome back for another game of StarCraft 2 between another than Maru, the Marine Prince, versus herO. herO is the hero of the Protoss race, also known as the Smiling Assassin. This is game number 5. We had 4 intensive matches previously. Like usually, my name is Keanu and we are going to find out together who is going to be the winner, who is going to be the champion. So far, standard opening. We have here the SUV trying to build a supply depot and immediately following with a barracks. And the Protoss sending the probe to scout. But this probe is not only a scouting party, it's also an assassin trying to kill the SUV, but luckily the body of the SUV is coming to help. And the probe had to fall down. There were 3 of them, only 1 of him. Now what the probe is doing, something very smart. All the players, pro players are doing, trying to find as many information as possible. Because here in this game, dexterity is very important, but information is power. The more you know about your opponent, the more you can come up with a counterattack and have a better chance of winning the game. And while this probe is genuinely taking a walk, now we have the barracks and immediately a Reaper that is going to be produced. Reapers are deadly. They can outrun this probe, so this probe better go if it wants to survive. And while this is happening, herO, like usual, is getting a new Nexus. He's very greedy, trying to out macro everyone. But already Maru was able to spot this. He sent his own SUV. So nothing unusual. The cybernetic core and another Nexus. And now the Reaper is trying to find the probe to see if there aren't any hidden pylons that can warp units. And he found the probe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the probe is dead. So 1 kill for the Reaper, 0 for the probe. The Reaper is counting. trying to see if there's something unusual, some shenanigans. In the meantime, a mule was dropped, but this base is also oversaturated. This is very important for Maru to catch up with herO, this command center to be done ASAP. The Nexus is done already, while the second command center it's barely started, not even half of it. And we already have here shading by the adepts. 2 Reapers, a Hellion. Are they going to achieve anything? We are trying to intercept the adepts, but adepts can be in multiple places in the same time, so you cannot follow. If you follow them, they shade in the opposite corner, and they can kill a lot of units. Probes are their specialty. And excellent. So far, excellent start for herO. Now we have a Widow Mine for good measure. And this Reaper trying his best. And look at the delay time of the command center, which was almost done, but not done. So the Reaper is dead, and now we have an interesting situation. 2 Adepts versus 2 Marines. Now 1 Adept versus 1 Marine. The Adept is trying to kill, so literally 1 health. 1 health SUV. Adept, hello. 1 health SUV. And now, what do we have here? Maru. This is what Pro means. Maru is able to use his Marines to drop to follow the Adept. Adept usually is very fast. And this is how you do Sniper Elite, StarCraft Edition. Excellent game so far. Now we have our robotic facilities, a War Prism. This is going to try to drop. Yes, a Warp Gate. The gateway are transformed into Warp Gate. That means you can send your units anywhere there is a pylon or a War Prism. Another Nexus? Are you sure, herO, that you are not an undercover Zerg? Now this Widow Mine, is it going to achieve anything? And wow, that was cool. Let's turn it back to see it one more time. So we have the Widow Mine, was ready to borrow, and here we have a Stalker versus a Widow Mine, and they killed each other instantly in the same time. Wow, this is epic. War Prism is ready, waiting for the bodies to come. Look at them coming. So herO now thinks he's a Terran, marching with all his units in the opposite side. This is a speciality of Maru, to bring all the Marines. The March of the Marines, this is why he's called the Marine King. And now, herO, is he going to warp in the main base? Yes! Well done, herO. Now the Terran is in very big danger. The sniping of the tank was huge. And now if you see a Terran pulling the SUV, this is not a good sign at all. That on the tech lab is destroyed, so no more tanks. More Stalkers are coming. Is it herO going to manage to do it? 43 warrior Stalkers versus only 18 Terran units, mostly Marines. I don't think the Marine Prince... oh, and that snipe as well. herO, are you going to win? So remember, it was 2 versus 2 in terms of victories, and yes, indeed, well done herO, impressive game. I want to also thank you, my newest subscriber, Mihai, and please remember to subscribe as well. I'm going to mention your name in the next games.